We end tonight in Massachusetts, where reenactors return to battlefields to mark 250 years since the first shots of the Revolutionary War. But making it happen today meant revisiting a debate between two communities forever connected. Here's CBS's Charlie D'Agata.
This may be a dress rehearsal.
Steady! Stand your ground!
But 250 years ago, it was all very real, and Lexington Common was center stage of a fight that would lead to the birth of a nation.
Meet us on the Common.
Aye, Captain.
Recreating that first early morning battle is a role Steve Cole takes very seriously.
In 50 years from now, no one's going to remember who Steve Cole was, but it's important that they remember who Captain Parker was.
Captain John Parker, commander of a rebel militia, outmanned and outgunned against 700 approaching British redcoats. Paul Revere had raised the alarm. The British are coming. Historian Robert Allison picks up the story.
According to one later legend, Parker says, "Stand your ground, don't fire unless fired upon, but if they mean to start a war, let it begin here."
Do not fire unless fired upon!
The British commander ordered them to disperse.
But then someone does fire from somewhere behind the British line, and to this day no one knows who fired.
A firefight broke out. When the smoke cleared, 8 American militiamen and 1 British soldier lay dead.
This is where it began, the birthplace of American liberty.
And the first drop of American blood.
Absolutely.
But where it began has been a matter of fierce debate between Lexington and Concord ever since it began.
The British had not come to do anything in Lexington.
They were originally headed to Concord to seize hidden stores of rebel ammunition, but when word got out about Lexington, thousands of militiamen were there to meet them.
This is where the first fight took place in terms of a direct command to fire against the King's regular troops.
What was later described as first forcible resistance by a Concord politician. Shots fired.
Your message to the people of Concord.
My message to the people in Concord, they had a great poet that wrote a poem.
That poet was Ralph Waldo Emerson, and he wrote "The Shot Heard Round the World" to commemorate this statue set here in Concord. That skirmish at Lexington had turned into a full-blown fight in Concord, which is why both towns stake the claim as the true birthplace of the Revolution. But both share a deep and abiding privilege of honoring that day.
We were all militia, we're all townsmen, and we fought together. We all had the same common cause.
Both the belief in fighting for freedom and paying tribute to those first Americans who fell here in the name of it. Charlie D'Agata, CBS News, Lexington and Concord, Massachusetts.